Albany Road has a cast of familiar faces ranging from Lynn Whitfield to J. Alphonse Nicholson, and together they live a movie that you may think is a holiday movie, but really it's just one that takes place during winter and has a bit of dramatic moments and scenes to it, but it's not the usual fare that feels like soap opera drama. To summarize the movie, it's been about a year since Celeste left DC for New York, and she's done alright for herself. She's an advertising exec who has worked on campaigns for companies such as Lexus, and with this next project or opportunity, if she's able to help keep one of the major clients at the firm she works for, she becomes an equity partner. Though on the flip side, if she doesn't get to keep them, she's going to lose her job. So she ends up having to go to DC, and unfortunately a snowstorm pulls in, and that means trains, planes, and buses are unavailable. So rental cars are her only option, and unfortunately for her, one of the reasons why she decided to leave DC, a woman named Paula, who would have been her mother-in-law, is a person who gets the last rental car, and now she is stuck with this woman from New York City to Washington, D.C., in order to hopefully make this meeting that could either make or potentially break her career. So get into the review section. The first highlight for me is that it definitely evolves over time when it comes to what this film wants to do. For it should be noted, this movie is a little past 2 hours, and I'm somebody who puts up a red flag anytime a movie's 2 hours plus. But one of the things that I learned to appreciate or even like about this movie is that it evolves from its, let's say, 3 acts. Whether it's the beginning where it's establishing everybody and the road trip between Celeste and Paula begins, the middle part where it starts to get a little bit more serious, especially as we learn some things about the characters, especially their past, and then of course Act 3 when it's resolution and you start to see people really decide where they want their lives to go, especially considering having about 2 to 3 days worth of reflection. And the combination of all this has good pacing. There's a little sprinkle of laughter throughout, but also dramatic performances, especially from Lynn Whitfield, that definitely can, let's just say, if you're like me and certain things can get you a little bit emotional, you may end up crying by the end of this film. I'm not talking about crying to the point where it's like how you properly hydrated because your eyes burn, but you may drop a few Denzel and Glory type tears. Which leads to the last highlight, since that last bit was a combination of like 3 of them, and that's that the gentleman named Kyle, who's Paula's son and Celeste's ex-fiance, Mr. Nicholson, who plays him, between the lines written for him and his performance, homeboy is very smooth with it, to the point where if he's your type, you're gonna be swooning and definitely thinking to yourself, why is it that this man doesn't do more romance movies? Why is it that most of his stuff is usually dramas, especially crime dramas and stuff like that? I mean, outside of P-Valley, but even that has some crime drama elements. But point of the matter is, you would want to see him in a straight up romance movie. I'm talking about 90s romance movies that, just was made to give people ideas or give people examples of what it means to be in a relationship, especially an adult romantic, got things to work out, but still beautiful relationship, especially between black people. But overall, while this does have a long run time, and I would submit that the beginning can definitely make you think this isn't going to be as good as it ultimately becomes, if you stick around with Albany Road, what you're going to get is a movie that has wonderful crafting of its stories and characters, that to the point that it gets you so invested that it may lead to you having an emotional response beyond occasional laughing. For whether it makes you swoon or makes you perhaps shed tears, Albany Road has the potential to do that for you.